Hello, my name is Mary Bear Shannon. I am a reference librarian at the Haverford Township Free Library, and this is Reading with Reference. This is our What to Read section, and I'm doing today on some histories that we have here at the library. As many of you may know, we have just started our curbside pickup service starting yesterday, June 15th. And you can order books either through our website, which is www.haverfordlibrary.org, or you can call us here at the library at 610-446-3082 and order your books. You can go to our catalog to see what is available. Just a reminder that you can only order materials from Haverford at this point. Because our truck service between libraries is not operational. So when you're looking at our catalog, you want to look for Haverford Library, and it should say contact the library if the book is in the library. If it is out, it should have a due date after the title. But I wanted to tell you about some books, some histories that we have here at the library that are actually here right now. Again, you definitely want to contact the library to make sure it's still here. But I wanted to tell you about some recent acquisitions that I have made. I purchased for our history collection, and I wanted to tell you about some books that you could get today. So my first book is The Mutual Admiration Society. How Dorothy L. Sayers and Her Oxford Circle Remade the World for Women by Mo Moulton. And this is a recent release here at the library. This is really a group biography of the renowned crime novelist Dorothy L. Sayers and the Oxford women that really were her friends and stood really at the precipice of equal rights and the movement for equal rights in the 20th century. Dorothy L. Sayers, you may know, is famous for her Lord Peter Wimsey and Harriet Vane detective series, but she was equally known for her, during her life, for an essay asking, quote, "Are women human?" Women's rights were expanding rapidly during Sayers' lifetime. She and her friends were some of the first women to receive degrees at Oxford. Yet, as historian Mo Moulton reveals, it's clear from the professional and personal that there were many personal and professional obstacles that they faced, and that the society really was not ready to concede that women were indeed fully human. They dubbed themselves the Mutual Admiration Society. Sayers and her classmates remained lifelong friends and collaborators as they fought for a truly democratic culture that acknowledged their equal humanity. This is a celebration of feminism and feminine friendship. The Mutual Admiration Society offers a crucial insight into Dorothy L. Sayers and her world. So my next book, of a book that's here in the library and you can order today, is The Cigarette, A Political History by Sarah Milhoff. This is the untold political story of the most controversial consumer product in American history. Tobacco is the quintessential American product. From Jamestown to the Marlboro Man, the plant occupied the heart of the nation's economy and expressed its enduring myths. But today, smoking rates have declined, and smokers are exiled from public spaces. The story of tobacco's fortunes may seem straightforward. Science triumphed over the addictive habits and the cynical machinations of the tobacco executives. Yet the reality is more complicated. Both the cigarette's popularity and its eventual decline reflect a parallel course of shifting political priorities. The tobacco industry flourished with the help of the state, but it was the concerted efforts of citizens non-smokers who organized the fight for their right to clean air that led to its undoing. After the Great Depression, public officials organized tobacco farmers worked together to ensure that the government's regulatory muscle was more often deployed to promote tobacco than to protect the public from its harms. Even as the evidence of the cigarettes' connection to cancer grew, medical experts could not convince officials to change their stance. What turned the tide, Sarah Miloff argues, was a new kind of politics, a movement for non-smokers' rights. Activists and public interest lawyers took to the courts, the streets, city councils, and boardrooms to argue for smoke-free workplaces, and allied with scientists to lobby elected officials. The book, The Cigarette, restores politics to its rightful place in the tale of tobacco's rise and fall, illustrating America's continuing battles over corporate influence, individual responsibility, collective choice, and the scope of governmental power. So again, that is in the library now that you can order. My next book is Mudlark, In Search of London's Past Along the River Thames by Alara Makelem. So Makelem, long heralded as a city treasure herself, she is uniquely trained in the art of seeking, tirelessly trekking across miles of the Thames, muddy shores, with others only to see the detritus, while others only see the detritus of city life. Makelem unearths evidence of England's captivating, if sometimes murky, history, with some objects dating back to 43 AD, when London was just but an outpost of the Roman Empire. From medieval mail worn by warriors on English battlefields to 19th century glass marbles mass-produced for the nation's first soda bottles, Makelem deduces the historical significance of these artifacts with the quirky enthusiasm and sharp-sightedness of a 21st century Sherlock Holmes, seamlessly interweaving reflections from her own life with meditations on the art of wandering. Makelem ultimately delivers for Anglophiles and history lovers alike a memorable treasure on the objects we leave in our wake and the stories they can reveal if only we take a moment to look. And then my last book, this is a book that's here and it's on the shelf ready for order, is They Were Her Property, White Women as Slave Owners in the American South by Stephanie E. Jones Rogers. Bridging women's history, the history of the South, and African American history, this book makes a bold argument about the role of white women in American slavery. Historian Stephanie E. Jones Rogers draws on a variety of sources to show that slave-owning women were sophisticated economic actors who directly engaged in and benefited from the South's slave market. Because women typically inherited more slaves than land, enslaved people were often their primary source of wealth. Not only did white women often refuse to cede ownership of their slaves to their husbands, they employed management techniques that were as effective and as brutal as those used by slave-owning men. White women actively participated in the slave market, profited from it, and used it for economic and social empowerment. By examining the economically entangled lives of enslaved people and slave-owning women, Jones Rogers presents a narrative that focuses us to rethink the economics and social conventions of slaveholding America. So those are my recommendations. I'm excited to read them, so I hope you are too. Again, they are now available for order. They are on our shelves here, and all you need to do is go and order from our website or give us a call. We are taking orders Monday through Friday, starting at 10 a.m. every day. So give us a call. We're really excited to be back serving our public, our patrons in in a physical way. We've been serving you all virtually for since the beginning of the pandemic, but we're really excited to add this service to our patrons. So thank you for watching and have a great day.